Test. Cool, it's working. I'm just going to apologise now if my breath sounds a little off, if you can hear me breathing. Someone keeps spraying too much deodorant in the hallway, and it has gotten into my throat and has been causing me problems all day. I love breathing in fucking deodorant, because someone can't just do it in their bedroom. And also keeps leaving all the fucking windows open. I am actively freezing half to death. Last year when they did this, I ended up getting ill, and that caused me problems when I was trying to write a dissertation. And they thought it was funny. So, I will be alerting parents to the problem. And if they don't do anything about it, then I think I am justified taking action myself. As far as I'm aware, purposely doing something in an attempt to sabotage someone else's health can be considered assault. And considering I've told them multiple times not to leave the bloody window open, but everyone is going to freeze half to death or get ill from it. Feel like he's had plenty of warnings. But unfortunately that person's a fucking moron, so I doubt they've listened. I did that. There it is. I will be heading back to my base and like the tree and that in a minute. I just want to finish gathering up some more mud. I'm also probably going to have to pop to the end just to repair my shovel and my hoe again, both again, because they've been doing a lot of work recently. The hoe will be shown probably after the end trip. And it'll all make sense of what I've been up to and what the main plan for today is. I say main plan, it's the plan for the next like hour and a half, and then once once it hits about 3:30, I'll be ending stream because I'm have to go deal with other stuff. Is that enough to fill up the shulker box? Almost. If I just like... there we go, that should be enough. And not a moment too soon. We'll head... which is going to be the best spot. We'll head to the Ark Project to use that portal. I was gonna say, oh wait, I could just use the pillager farm, but no I can't. Oh, also, I guess, spoilers, I have a pillager farm. Don't ask too many questions you probably don't want to know. Oh, I've got a die in here. Yeah. It's just best you don't ask what that's for. I don't really feel like explaining it today. I'm sure it'll become relevant one day, but it's not. That's not today. Up one more time, and I think about here. And before anyone asks, yes, there was less mushrooms on that mushroom island than there were last time I was there on stream. Again, all will be revealed in a moment. Do I need to? Yeah, I do need to boost. I don't remember where my spawn point is, and would rather not go all the way back to the world spawn if I could help it, so did that more for safety. I will quickly turn that off. I will then, I do need to come back here off stream because I have like, I think like 9 or 10 shovels I need to prepare that I've been putting off. When I say I've been putting off, I didn't remember they even existed until I was sorting out my ender chest yesterday. And then found out they exist. Hold on, my watch is shouting at me. Cool. Finish that pickaxe off. There we go. Just remembered I should probably close Discord and Steam down, because I don't leave them open. The axe shouldn't take as long, just because obviously diamond, so less durability. I still don't know if I should upgrade all my backup tools to netherite, instead of just keeping them as diamond. But there's not really much of a point without... There's not really much of a point outside of the durability. But to be honest, there's so many of them that realistically, doubling the durability isn't that big of a deal. Plus, if I am doing something, I normally... They're backup tools, so I normally using my netherite tool first. Oh no, wait. Get some XP on that. Uh, go. Yeah. So I unfortunately lost my main Silk Touch axe. I had to make some more because I needed to gather up mushrooms. So I think I spent like 20 minutes here yesterday just enchanting, which was fun. I say enchanting, it was I've gathered up all the books from the villages and brought them here. So I just stood around killing Enderman, then enchanting stuff. I think I'm at like 60,000 Enderman kills now, which is not a lot, unfortunately. I need to kill more. And I still need to do something with the stronghold. It's a bit empty for my liking, but for now, I'll just leave it. Do I need anything from my base? No, I don't. I'm better off using this portal. And flying this way. I believe if I just... should be just over here. Yeah, here it is. I say here it is, you can't actually see it yet. But, the wheat field. This is why I needed the mud. I've already got a little bit here, but it's not good enough. Also, I feel like this sound is just really loud today. There we go. Just dump all that out real quick. Unfortunately, I don't have enough. I don't have much wheat. I've only just been able to get the required amount of seeds to actually get this field up and running properly. Well, technically, I have more seeds than I actually need. Just simply due to Fortune 3 hoes being very good at what they do. Hold on. Why did I just get... Hold on. Put the packed mud away. Just... Honestly, I probably should have invested in a autocrafter setup to do this instead of doing it manually. That probably would have been the better move. But at this point, I'm far too used to doing it this method. And there we go. 2 shulker boxes of mud. I do not think that is enough what I want in its entirety, but small steps. Baby steps, that's what it's called, not small steps. Yeah, I've got plenty of mud at the very least now. And I have I'll take these with me actually, just in case I need them. But I really hope I don't. Anyway, 20 minutes to get onto the main activity of the day. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ignoring the fact I normally just start and immediately start with what I want to do, but you know, I have to do a bit of prep work. I could have gone live 20 minutes later, but yeah, nah. Yeah, these like magenta wall blocks are also part of what we're doing today, so do not worry. They're not just there for fun. Anyway, tree time. I say tree time, we're not actually staying here for very long today. So I have done some work on the tree since last time I was on this world. I guess I'll show up here real quick while my foot's turn night. Nothing too fancy. Oh, I know I was talking about elytras versus amethyst shards. Yeah, it turns out I just much prefer the elytras. So, yeah. There are frog lights hidden beneath some of these moss carpets just to light up the area a little bit, but obviously with carpets nothing can spawn up here anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I just think it looks nicer lit up. Spore blossoms like add the particle effects up here, which I like. When it hits night as well, you can see the yellow like fireflies. There is a firefly bush hidden in there. That is also not the only place I've hidden a firefly bush, as there is, well, they're scattered around down here as well. There's like one here. So it also gives off those, the mix of yellow particles. On top of that, I have built a statue. This also has a spore blossom and a firefly bush inside it. So it also gives off the particles. I'm quite happy with this little area, to be honest. Obviously you can see I've changed the floor out. I need to probably put some more coarse dirt along here, realistically. Because it's kind of just weird how it goes, like, transitions too smoothly. Like this one. If I place like that there. It's like that, but then like a couple more blocks. Again, I'll be dealing with that later. This is also here for a reason. I'm... Do I do that actually? I think that's good. Because I want a center block. Like that. I don't know. I like that. I like that. Again, I'll work on that off stream probably, just trying to get to something I like. Put all that away. Sleep so I can reset it today before we get started. I also need to pick up these while I'm here. I also need to pop that out. Should probably put away the stuff I don't need. So I could probably get rid of flamethrower, which is deforestation at the moment. I need to organise this a little bit better. There we go. Put most of that away. Yeah, so if I open up my map. So what the plan is for today is I need to build a path. So these magenta blocks are the intended route. To be honest, it's still up for debate because obviously it's not built yet. There are 3 places. So this is like the main junction, and it goes from the tree along here. It kind of like goes under the trees. I've had to follow that on foot to try to find a relatively flat path. Then there'll be a bridge here connecting it to like this big area here, which will then connect to my house. Connect probably multiple places to this town, like mini city when I build it. From my house it will connect up to my industrial area, it will connect up to the villager area. Don't ask why it looks like that. I was debating maybe hooking it up to the wheat field, I don't know yet. But it would be nice too, because it would probably go through there, around there, up through the tiger. Probably build like a little dam there. And that'll go to the wheat field and then have a path from the like my industrial area that connects up as well. At some point the villager area will also be connected up to the junction. That's just not in the scope for today. And yeah, it's going to all connect up to this village, which is going to be something I need to majorly renovate, because I didn't actually have a look at it before planning this. And it is an absolute state because of the terrain generation, so probably going to have to flatten most of this at some point, but that is neither here nor now. I'll grab 5 of those. To be honest, the plan is like do all the mud for now, and then I'll come back through and like add in the mushroom blocks. Yeah, the main problem with how I normally design these paths, they're not great at sharp turns, which should be fun to deal with, but nevertheless. Um, Is it pickaxe you need to break this? Huh. Would have thought it would have been a shovel. Goes to show how much I use packed mud. So then it's going to be enough to there. Bulk this out a little bit. That seems like a hacked account, not one of the normal accounts they use, which is weird, but if it's truly a hacked account, or if that part, Automod caught another one of those bloody viewbot sites, like the accounts that come in and post them. It just looks a lot different to what I'm used to seeing, which is weird. I'd assume that one was a compromised account because it was made back in 2020. Normally, when they're one of those bots is doing their shit, it's like it's more recently created. Might finally be able to get away with going straight. There we go. That will hopefully make the mud go a little bit longer. And now I need to get it. Yeah, I need to get it to over there. I just remove all this magenta. I mean, with the... doing this, I could... Ah, that's why it's so weird here. So I've covered over that. Well, that's no problem. Just do that to the problem. I did not want to drop that dirt, to be honest. Still don't want that magenta. Cool. If I go line up roughly where I want this, I feel like centered here would be best. Like that. Yeah, cool. So now I have a target. This is most likely where the path's going to come down, so I actually do want 2 wide, just to make my own life easier. So we're assuming like that. Is that? Oh wow, that's perfect. Professional. I am. Cool. Move that little blip. It's just weird. I might actually put the brown mushroom away just because it's taking up space. Well, I was going to say repair the terrain, no, it's more like reconstruct it around it. This real quick. Like that. Go one thing I do also actually want to quickly do here is that, while that might make no sense in the moment, I find the path looks a lot better if it doesn't just remain straight constantly. There's like these little bends. That is the mushroom. There we go. Once that's grown in, there'll be a nice little path. Leads all the way up here. Yeah, like this. If I pop this out. There. Maybe here? Just 1, 2, so like that. There we go, that looks a little nicer. What's this? Oh, skeleton under that, I guess. We'll not question it too much. Actually, yeah, this looks a little too straight, so if I pop those out. There we go. Right, I'll build the bridge at a later date. More just because I don't have a design for one at the moment. But here's one of the major hurdles. It's this. So I'm gonna have to cover this over at some point. Okay, this is gonna be a common theme. This isn't gonna be today's problem. I'll handle that another time. As well as probably AFKing in order to let all the snow come back. Though, one of the problems I do have with this area is the fact, obviously, it is a snow biome. So I don't really know how... Obviously, this path is not going to be visible underneath snow when it comes back. So I need a place like lighting around in order to not fully prevent the snow being on the path, because I think it will look nice with the snow on the path. Like, so you can at least tell there's a path there. There's a few things I can do, but I don't know what the best option is going to be just yet. I'm thinking like like over by the statue, having like cobblestone walls placed down that like outline the path. So that at least from on foot you can see where the path is. It won't be as easy to see from the air. That's also not a major concern. So why do you need a footpath if you're in the air? Also, it is a fair question, why am I making a footpath if I'm just going to be flying? The reason is, fuck you, I thought it would be nice. Stop overthinking things. The actual reason is believability. Obviously, with my base being already classed as one settlement, it's going to be a town beneath it, and then probably 2 other settlements in the area. It would make sense that they would all be somewhat connected. So these paths are meant to be that connection. Just gonna dump shit. I go up to. Because assuming it's hard to make the junction till I've recently got all the other paths sorted, so I should probably bring this like just a bit more up. Yeah, that's visible on the map. But yeah, I'll leave that behind for the minute. So I think this is going to be the hardest of the like the outlines I need to do. Quite simply because of how like hilly it is. I should have bought that. I can just like yoink a little bit. So reasonably I want it to go like there. So then it's gonna be that then going up. Okay. Okay, good. With that I can kind of help with the be blending this in a bit. Go. Obviously this is going to be another area that I need to come back later and deal with, but again, that is a problem for a future me, for the most part. Yeah, one of like the major things I'm gonna have to do as well, and I probably shouldn't have put my axe away looking back at it, is I'm gonna have to take down like a lot of these trees. So ideally you'd want the path to be visible, so you wouldn't want like a load of trees cluttering up the area. I'm trying to come at this from like a realism angle when I am playing at the Funny Block game. I can grab my axe real quick. Benefit of being so close to the house, and an ender chest. Oh, already picked that. Okay. So just gonna put those two empty shulk boxes away. I don't know why that I have them in my inventory still. Yeah, a lot of these are gonna have to be taken out. Especially to help with actually building the path. So, yeah, you can barely see it at the moment. There we go. As time goes on, this should become more visible. just gonna start moving this way, I think. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make like a proper sharp turn here. Okay, probably get rid of the dip. And just fill in all of this. Yeah, because this one didn't really have to make any like 90-degree turns. So this is where I'm going to have to sort out that problem, to be honest. How do I deal with this? Well, how do I want to deal with this? This one's also going to have to go because those leaves won't decay by themselves. Split all that up real quick just so I can like filter out the junk immediately. There we go. So reasonably it would clear the snow again. So yeah, I'll be like that, I guess. Actually, if I just do straight there. No matter what I do, it's going to look a little bit messy. I think that looks okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. I need to remember to clear out these blocks. I could probably also just do that to that river. And that will help. So, okay, that one's not connected to that one. Might just be these two I need to take down. Then what I could actually do with these logs as well is if I... There we go. If I could bring some whales by here at some point. Some log piles decorating the area. Or populating, not decorating, I guess would be the better term for this. Anyway, onwards and upwards. I think I'll do like that for my own sake. Pretty sure I have a bed in my equipment box. I do not. Oh no, that's at the wheat farm. Well then, I need to quickly return to base to sleep and also grab a bed. Pretty sure I have spare beds in... Oh my god. Yeah, no, this place looks better with the regular chests. Jesus Christ, that looks awful. Which of you sells beds? You. It's weird how both of the villagers who sell me beds sell magenta beds. I don't know if they only sell one type of bed, or if I just got really lucky / unlucky, depending on how you look at it. Oh yeah, you can really tell what that path is. Probably cut some of these down, but I don't think it's that big of a deal realistically, so I'm not gonna worry gives me more space for the pair. Oh, we're gonna have to make another turn here, aren't we? Yeah, I knock those out. Not what I wanted. None. Knock those trees out. Maybe I should just push that back a little. In theory that works. Like one there would probably help. Okay, this one's a lot of like very tight, or not tight. Hello. Not like I was there. Probably gonna need to take out some of these trees first. This one needs to go. Actually, if I do that, because I wouldn't mind picking up some extra logs. I'm going to be leaving pallets around, I might as well have a load of logs on me anyway. So if I knock that out like so. So I need to get 1, 2, 3, is it 4? So that's 1, 2. Yeah, so I need to move the center four blocks. Also going uphill. It's 1. Actually, if I put 1 there, 1 there. Okay, move this back a couple. That should then give me enough space. So I can do that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Just like that. Then we can remove that. Okay, I could probably flatten this out. How close are we? About halfway there. That's not bad. Okay, so it's another turn. Take me over to here. Just gonna knock out a load of these trees as well while I'm here. Could probably fill this in. Honestly, when I was placing down all these magenta blocks, I probably should have taken out the trees as I was doing it. Just so then I could see where they were a bit easier on the map. That is my bad. But it shouldn't cause too big of an issue, because it's just a couple of trees. Okay, right, that's actually going to be a bit of a problem. Because I still don't have that path outline I wanted. So I'm going to loodle that. I'm going to lose sight of the path underneath all this snow. Which is going to be a real nuisance, because I'm going to have to dig this all out again. At some point, I reckon. Hold on, it's becoming night. I can salvage this. Okay, it's not super... Okay. not impossible to fix. But to be honest, it means I can still see the path for the most part, so I don't really need to fix it or do anything about this for the moment. Yeah, this is probably going to be where more problems arise. Yeah, because I need to like do a weird snake, kind of. So I could probably cut away like some of this. Because I reckon I could do it without needing to make a turn. No, I think I'm going to have to make a turn. I think my wish might have been a bit too ambitious. Just take out those trees. Wait, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, okay, this shouldn't be too hard here. So just put that in. There we go. Probably actually also flatten this area here. We have a little bit of time. my main goal for the rest of the day after I finish streaming is just going to be to get the path, the section of the path I'm working on done. I think that is a reasonable target to be aiming for. There is also something else I want to work on, which is the appearance of the tavern. That's probably... I have the schematic, so I have the material list. It's just more working out where to build it. Because obviously with the plan being, I'm gonna have a couple of like settlements. What I was considering was building it in every settlement. Having it as like a chain type thing. Like a McDonald's kind of idea. Like McDonald's, Burger King. Something along those lines. And then just having one word changed out to like differentiate between them. So if I was going to name it like the Red Dragon, like maybe the one closest to my base would be like the Blue Dragon. Like, go like that. That actually doesn't look too bad. I'm happy with that. God. Yeah, so I think the blocks go underneath that set of trees. Next, probably... Oh god, there's like a whole group I would have to destroy here. One thing I did do, which I don't know is super obvious, but is I've tried to avoid forests as much as possible. Just to save me the hassle. Although I am debating about... that's a hill, so I've probably to go round the hill anyway. Just to save myself the hassle, but yeah. I've tried to avoid forests as much as possible. Like, the line of thinking behind that, for anyone interested, was if you're travelling with like a lot of cargo, you wouldn't want to have to be like going through forests where like monsters could be lurking, like predators or ambushes. You'd want more open areas ideally. It's harder to ambush like that. So if this is like the main connection and like the trade route of all the settlements, avoiding going through forests as much as possible would, while keeping like the distance down, would make sense. Yes, it's where like a load of these disappear underneath trees. I'm chopping down these trees, so I need to be able to see where this path is meant to go. I swear, every stream just returns to finding a new... returns to pissing off the Lorax. this one, then this one. Yeah, this is unfortunately where it kind of gets a bit sketchy for the path, just because there's like no good way around here. So I'm gonna have to do a load of terraforming there to make the path somewhat, to make the path look nice. Does that help to clear that? Yeah, a little bit. Do I knock down these? I don't think I need to be honest. This might sound really crazy or really stupid, but I was debating building a path that would take you all the way to spawn on foot. But, so the main issue with that is spawn is there. I am here. So without building a giant bridge, I would have to take the path from here all the way over to the wheat field, which isn't a problem. Then up through this mountain. Through this forest, probably along here, across there, into the tiger, across the river, across the water again, through the forest, across this breach, through another forest, through a plains, through a mountain, through a forest, through another plains, through, probably jump through the savannah, through this plains, through the jungle. Like, Jesus Christ, that is going to be a nightmare. Through another forest, through a savannah, probably like a stop in this village, through this forest, through the desert more, probably more through the desert, through the jungle, through the plains. Yeah, you get the idea. It'd be a bloody hassle. Because I'd have to loop all the way around to get back there. Or I could loop down and around, which to be honest isn't much better. But like I could path off from here, that's through that forest, through a mountain. And then yeah, it'd probably have to be through the bad. Though this is really hilly, so I'd probably have to go around that giant ass river. That's a fucking lake. Yeah, probably then around there, probably hit that village. Maybe make our way down to the Amethyst Farms and then it connects to the Amethyst Farm. Again, that's like what, nearly 2,000 blocks for the Amethyst Farm that I rarely ever visit. Not the smartest of ideas. Why am I losing frames all of a sudden? Is it because of all the leaves decaying? Yeah, performance. If I just put on fast for a little bit. What is going on? It's getting really hard to build. Right, anyway. Pretty sure family's meant to be back home shortly anyway, so... Yep, they are on their way back. I told them to send me a message when they're on their way back. I have been ignored. Cool. Anyway, right. I will stream again when I stream again. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. Yeah, thanks for watching, if you've been watching, and I shall stream whenever the fuck I stream again. Goodbye.